everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Hope you have a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better. The following video was taken on stream as I was trying to test everything out in the first couple days. So there will be some of me interacting with chat, but I'll try to narrow it down to make it as focused as possible for you. Hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. I think let's try to go ahead and do Akshan versus Lissandra. I think this could be pretty fun. I think we'll stick with this build for now, working out pretty well. Let's see how this is going to go. I do think Akshan's pretty strong, but yeah, Lissandra can definitely be a hard counter to you. Star powers are good. Deck upgrades are less than stellar. I mean, yeah, none of the upgrades in his deck are particularly amazing, other than your one ability going to burst, although that might have been the constellation. Let's go for support champion. Star Spring, Soraka. That would be a playstyle to go to. Crumble is fun. Kill an ally to kill a unit or destroy a landmark. Crumble's not terrible, especially we could destroy our own landmarks, which actually can be solid. Yuumi, Iceborne Gauntlet. The attach mechanic is kind of bad against Obliterates, but this does actually help our board space issue, to be honest. Instead of adding another unit, we can just attach a unit, so sure. Out of the gates, this could immediately summon our Akshan. Like right now, he's our only 2 cost. The one issue is we want to play him for the Warlord's Palace, so there is that little bit of an issue. I think we'll probably go for sorcery. We don't need it as much early, but it's definitely helpful later on. So sure. Gold chest. That's not too bad. All right, that is... yeah, nice. Gaining a little bit of cost reduction there. Elixir of Sorcery isn't great. Another Mage's Handbook item. All right, more cost reduction is good. Grant 2 allies, 3 power. Summoning a champion. Ruthless Predator is okay. I think let's do a reroll, see if we can get something a little bit crazier. Trapped Treasure. The capture is good and bad, but it's like this is going to count down so fast, it's just going to release the unit before too long, which, if that's Lissandra, could be very, very bad. Brainworm, though, is actually nice. Extra mana, countdown 3, summon a rock bear. I think let's go for the Ruthless Predator. I do like that. The capture can be good and bad. It can give us a little bit of breathing room. Also, this is free. Sometimes can backfire, but I think we'll go for it. Yeah. Let's actually look at what her effect is. All things grow cold, so she's gonna have massive stats. I think let's try to get the champion item. So let's go here for Trapper. Actually, this unit having the Excavator's Charge is pretty good. I think I'll hold on to this and just hope we get lucky. All right, so we did get Akshan. We are going to pass because against Trapper, you always want to pass first. We'll drop our Akshan. Drop that one right there. Yeah, we'll play this right away. Sure, gain Ancient Preparations could be nice. Yeah, we can drop this one right here. And just try to do a good amount of damage. So that will count down next round, stealing one of their mana. We did get a little unlucky with not getting any Akshans. This would capture the other unit. Let's predict and draw one, see if we can just get another Akshan. Because then that would be great. All right, can we get another Akshan? Yes, we can. So now we can use this to kill that unit, get our other Akshan back. Hello there. We could use this for a capture. Although that unit can't really block anyways, so that's not really that big of a deal. Let's go ahead.
Watch your head.
All right, let's go for the Spell Shield on champions first. Then let's go for the Draw 2. Let's go for the targeting with that Faded.
In and out.
And then let's just attack and try to end. We might get frostbitten, but Oh well. Nope, GG. Alright, that being a 2 cost is okay. Champion item, free attack, double attack. Free attack often gets him killed, because then you can't actually challenge the unit. Normally double attack, you don't actually get the second attack because whatever you're attacking is just dead, and you don't have overwhelm most of the time. But still, double attack is really crazy to pass up on. Let's try to go for Angry Yetis. That could be fun. This is looking okay. All right, let's go ahead and drop him here. Does it immediately grant all the Yetis? When Yeti dies, create an enraged Yeti, grant the foes Yetis everywhere 1/1. Yeah, so we shouldn't just immediately start murdering them. Let's pass. We'll do this to get a countdown going. And then let's do this one right here.
You cannot run from absolution.
All right, let's go for the predict draw 1. Some more Akshans isn't bad. Let's go for the Absolver. That could be pretty amazing. And I think we'll pass for now. Let's try to drop a Vagabond.
I mean, shut up and fight.
And we can play this right here. So that is not going to be able to kill it, but it is 2 strikes, which isn't too bad. He is leveled, so this will boost him up. Oh, Ancient Preparations, that would be nice to have. Although, if we play this, we won't have mana for the grappling hook. This would give him elusive, so we wouldn't actually need the overwhelm. But we're not going to be able to get both these to activate this round.
This is justice.
Let's go ahead and attack, get some good damage down here. Alright, so now we can get a lot of our draw going, a lot of our cost reduction. We could play a bunch of grappling hooks, but I think let's first actually go for an Ancient Preparation to be able to just capture their strongest unit. That is annoying. Let's...
Everyone should have a grappling.
I guess we don't actually need to kill them to get some of that going. Let's, play some of this here before he gets completely kind of screwed over. They're at 3 mana right now. I love it. All right, let's play another Vagabond. We want to be able to generate as many of these Warlord's Palaces as we can. Akshan might die, so that'll be good. Let's try to predict and draw 1. If we get another one, that would be nice. I don't think we'll be able to scale him up to the point of surviving. Yeah, let's do a predict and draw 1. All right, getting the Absolver is nice. Let's go ahead and pass. So yeah, they can kill him. That's fine. We can then drop our Akshan and count down both of these relics. Or not relics, but landmarks. Hey, look, that's our card. And yeah, we can just give him elusive again. And then next round with our attack token, we should be able to end. Unless they have like a burst speed frostbite. Alright, let's just grant our units that spell shield. It is silly how much stuff you can do with him. Alright, that is a lot of damage. And just for the fun of it, let's do this for our Warlord's Palace. It's like so unnecessary. But alright. GG. Grant an ally 1 power, deal 1 to an enemy. Sure. Let's go for the Wrought Colossus with All Things Grow Cold. Let's get rid of a couple of these.
Better get the forge going.
Yeah, let's try to drop Akshan. Let's see if we can get him up to kill that unit. Yes, perfect.
Everyone should have a grappling hook.
All right, so we could actually play the Absolver to level him right now, but I think we'll hold off unless they drop another unit. Okay, no.
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
Let's try to play the Rainbow Fish and see what they do. I forget if they have frostbites. All right, let's predict. Draw 1. We'll grab Akshan. It's a whole bunch of Akshan, but I'm totally fine with it. Let's try to scale him up as much as possible. We can go ahead and get rid of that right there. Of course. So unfortunately, we aren't going to get this before we attack.
Quick hands make quick work.
Don't think I care about most of these, so let's go ahead and pass. Hope elections, yeah, pretty much. All right, that's a slow speed. We can drop that right there.
Justice was fun.
Let's drop the Bruiser, see if they play anything else. No.
Well, aren't we an
All right,
obstacle?
GG. Still a GG. Actually, the Inner Sanctum is pretty good. Yeah, we can drop that. Did we reduce down to ×3? Yes, we did. Okay, that's what I thought. Let's go for power here. Fixer Upper. Get Swole. This actually will be pretty good. Yeah, we do a lot of these, so that will be nice. All right, we're gonna go for the Inquisitor. Let's get rid of 2 of these. It is nice having the Absolver for that overwhelm. I think we'll try to draw Akshan here. All right. I think we'll just go ahead, attack, get some damage down and some, well, countdown.
Is worthless. We are what we do.
All right, predict, draw 1. They just blew all their mana on that,
Theirs is now ours.
so we'll be able to just. They could attack, but this is burst speed. Well, Yuumi would capture them, and we'd like to count down this relic a little bit more. Let's kill this, and then let's actually drop Yuumi as Yuumi, because we want her to give us the other relic, the Warlord's Palace. Sure, we can drop that one right there. And I think we'll pass for now.
Are you any good at pin switches?
I don't think we have any slow speed that we can use to get rid of this. It's all focus and burst right now.
Need a new shield, buddy?
They might be able to frostbite us.
I go where you go.
We laugh at death. Ha!
So we have enough to end. We're gonna hold off and see if they try to frostbite us. All right, they did not. GG. Let's go for the telescope. We might actually cut this card. Sarcophagus. I'll be a little bit too slow. All right, champion item or mind meld. We'll go for the champion item. Sure. Starting off with spell shield can be nice. Let's go for mirror mage. Let's get rid of these 2. Having some other ways to drop the Warlord's Palace is pretty solid, though.
Good people don't look the other way.
So we'll go ahead and kill that one.
Everyone should have a grappling hook.
We are one away from being able to level.
Look, do you like what you see?
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
All right, let's go ahead and predict and then draw more. Yes, getting the Absolver will be nice. And yeah, Yumi can be okay as well. So let's, yeah, actually drop Yumi as Yumi,
Lead the way, Book.
just to get that Warlord's Palace.
Following me? Are you any good at pins, Bridget?
Let's go ahead and do this right here.
Need a new shield?
Just trying to count down our landmarks a little bit.
I go where you go.
All right, not too bad.
Need a new shield, buddy?
So let's drop this right here. Go for the Absolver.
I go where you go.
We laugh at that. Ha!
All right, so we already have more than enough to end. Let's just go ahead and attack. GG. Ooh, making them discard in our grappling hook. That is fantastic. Double capture is interesting. Although I don't know if this would just keep the unit that it captured and then give them 2. That's, I think they should both capture something else. It is going to fill up a lot of space on the board, but at least when it releases, they shouldn't have enough space, so some of them should get obliterated. I think let's try it. I think it could be interesting. Boomerang Blade, that one is fun. Items, Mage Book. I think let's do a re-roll. Regen on Akshan, extra damage, Phage. Not that that really matters. Let's try one more. Champion draw is funny. That's going to be essentially an infinite combo. So, all right. Some of these can be okay, but I think we're fine. Stargazer or Honored Lord. Probably going to have the Honored Lord. Let's go for Trundle. Let's get rid of these two. Also, I love this one's art. I think it's so cute. So mischievous. Yeah, I kind of like the Inner Sanctum. Although I think I'll hold off and maybe get that one later.
Good people don't look the other way.
Alright, let's lay this right here.
Grappling hook.
We can drop this to level him.
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
Alright, we could just go for straight damage. I think we actually might, since we already have a lot of his other card.
Villains beware.
So yeah, there's almost enough to end. Not too bad.
These are troll lands. Everyone should have a grappling hook.
Yeah, pretty much anytime they're going to play a card, we're just going to immediately kill it. Alright, let's just try to attack, and that should be GG. GG. Gains more Absolvers, not bad. Yeah, we have 266 gold, so we could maybe get something of Stargazer, but let's just go for Honored Lord. It normally is some pretty good stuff. Sure, Power Rift just makes him completely free. I think that sounds good. Let's go for Lissandra. So we'll see how we can do here, because she is very anti-spam, and we are very spammy. Let's get rid of these two. Having Absolver and Yumi isn't terrible. We could immediately capture her, but I don't think I really want to do that. Although we could capture her with Yumi. They might immediately kill her, though, which could be a issue. Yeah, we'll try to go for Akshan, but they...
You know how it is.
Yeah, could cause some problems. I think I'll let that go through. Let's drop the Treasure Seeker. And I think hold off for right now. Don't necessarily want to go too crazy. Let's maybe go for the Rainbow Fish first. and see what they do. All right, Entomb. Fun. Do we want to play this to level him? Yes, I think so.
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
So, stealing 1 mana from them, getting our Warlord's Horde, and yeah, they are entombing him, but that's... like, we'll get him back, so that won't be the worst thing in the world. Sure, let's drop Ancient Preparations. It could give them another Lissandra, but getting rid of both their units is kind of nice. Sure, let's predict and draw 1. Getting another one of these is actually pretty funny.
Step lightly.
I follow the Trundle's true leader.
I actually want them... I want to pass because I want them to kill this unit because we need the board space.
She wills it.
Thank you.
Lizard and a shovel.
So we can now drop Akshan. He's going to count down the Horde as well as give us another Warlord's Palace, which is very important because then that can start counting down and stealing more of their mana. We could save Yuumi for the capture. They're about to get a lot of units back, though. I think let's hold off for now.
I will remind the world of true power.
That's a lot of Akshans. So, that's something. Let's drop this right here.
In and out.
They technically have enough to block all of them, but I think let's go ahead and attack. We'll be able to give one of them Overwhelm. So let's see what they do.
Fate is what I make.
Let's... oh, we can't play that one during combat, right? Alright, a lot of damage. Let's try to draw 2 and reduce down the cost of everything. Let's go for a Akshan and kill that unit.
Everyone should have a grappling hook.
Alright, we are doing okay. We have several captures left if things get out of hand. Hey look, things getting out of hand. What's in this one? Treasure Seeker. Let's drop our Akshan. He can count down both of these.
The other way.
Alrighty. Let's... we could drop Yuumi. I'm worried about them playing... let's put this here. I'm worried about them playing a spell that can immediately kill her. That's like my one worry. Because then they just get it back. So I think let's actually go for Ancient Preparations. Yeah, we can take that hit. Let's play this one right here. We can go ahead and kill that. Sure, we can still predict, draw 1, grab that one right there. This is going to make us draw too many cards, but we're going to go for double Font of Power just to reduce down everything because it's about to get cost increased. Let's play this one here. Go for a grappling hook to kill that. And try to attack like this and hope they don't have a, well, several frostbites. Nope, GG. Oh, nice though. We were able to clear that. We never even died. Here, having all those captures definitely helped though. That was pretty solid. Didn't actually use up any of our revives for Akshan. Lissandra's not the best against you, or you're not the best into Lissandra. However, being able to play some of your spells to reduce down the cost of everything can somewhat help mitigate that, but can be still little rough, but with your removal, you actually are fairly decent. And while we didn't get it this time, there are times where you're offered cards to speed up your landmarks, so you can actually get your units out of her entombs often faster than most other champions. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. Also, if you want to see me playing any of this live, definitely check out the Twitch channel down below. Link is in that description. Hope you have a great rest of your day.